The program level environmental clearance yielded the recognition that the project would be in certain corridors up and down the state. In our area, the corridor identified was from the Transbay Terminal to San Jose along the Caltrain right-of-way. It didn't say where, how high, how wide. It didn't even say if it would be used. It just said if there was going to be a high-speed rail project in that corridor, that would be the corridor. Now, everything has to be studied. Everything from the null alternative, which is not to build anything in the corridor, all the way on through anything you can imagine in the corridor.
Tonight we're, as you probably know, having read staff's report, we're really looking at two things. We're looking at how we might organize as a city with other cities, and we're also looking at a list of things that we want to make sure that you'll study. And staff's made a list of about 30 of those with our input. And I just want to highlight the top 3 and make sure that I heard you correctly in saying that you're open to looking at all options and all considerations. As you may have noted, those top 3 are that a tunnel be considered as a full option, that the Altamont Pass alternative and 101 or 280 alternatives be considered in full, and the possibility of stopping at San Jose and then connecting with Caltrain be considered and studied, again, as full options, not just minimal alternatives. And I just want to make sure I'm understanding you saying that those you have heard that, and those are things that you think the High-Speed Rail Authority is willing to consider.
Council member, I did not see anything about the Altamont Pass being considered as a corridor instead of the Caltrain corridor, because that already has been decided. That was decided, that was certified on July 9th, and that cannot be reconsidered unless we go back and redo the program level environmental document, which I don't think anybody wants to do. Certainly the people up and down the state don't want to do it, because the project would then stop for another probably 2 or 3 or 4 years. So that has been decided. The corridor that has been identified in the program level environmental document, certified under law, is the corridor between San Francisco, San Jose, and on down to Gilroy, under the Pacheco Pass and to Merced.
Well, let's come back to that one in a second. Did the other one sound okay to study?
Certainly, absolutely. Anything in that corridor has to be studied by law. Everything from underground trenching to skyhooks, although I think that might be disqualified as technically impossible.
Well, I won't go through each of those since I already enumerated them, but I hope I was clear in stating that they're the first 3 that we list as a city as top priorities that we want to make sure are studied. And as long as we approve this list tonight, I hope that we can count on the High-Speed Rail Authority to stick to that word. I'll just go back and note that in the second option, and I can read it, it's reopen the Central Valley to Bay Area Program EIR/EIS to reconsider the Altamont Pass alternative and I-280 and US 101 alignments for the Pacheco Pass route to reduce impacts on peninsula cities.
No, those cannot be restudied, not without reopening the program level environmental document, and that would stop the project.
Hi, I'm Amar Razak. I live on McLean Street. I just have 4 short points. First, I think the High-Speed Rail Authority didn't do itself any favors by the process that they followed thus far. I think we've lost a lot of confidence in them, and I don't know what to believe and what not to believe from what's said. You know, I take heart from the fact that they say they'll listen to our input all the way through, but then I look at the report that was prepared, and you know, I don't know what to believe and what not to believe. And I think something needs to be done to build confidence that the authority will actually listen to community input, including from the city. My second point is I think the city should look beyond, the council should look beyond just the municipal process and should be working together with our state elected representatives, including Senator Simitian and Ira Ruskin, to see what can be done at a political level and the state level to make sure that our concerns are addressed.